What's up everyone, this is Ben and welcome to my channel. Right now I'm working on VALLA here. If you don't know who she is, she's from this little video game called Heroes of the Storm. But before I keep talking about VALLA, I bet you're wondering, where you been, man? It's been a while since your last video. All I gotta say is that a lot's happened. Like, even though I disappear for months at a time, that doesn't mean nothing's going on in between. Like, I've been playing a lot of Blizzard games, a lot more now that I'm actually out of school. And also I'm having some plans for making a cosplay, hopefully done by November. Which, if hopefully I can make a video on that too. Also, one of the summer projects I have going on is a webcomic called When We Lose, which I'm working on with Alex, which you may know from the CopyTuber channel as P to the Y to the Pyro Panda. Which is the way he would introduce himself when he actually did all the videos as Pyro Panda Live. So when We Lose is a meta about two buds who play online games. The two buds meaning me and Alex. And he's actually pretty decent at these games because, you know, he's been playing them for years. And me, I'm kind of new to all of them. Like, I've never been a PC gamer, I've always been a console gamer. But like for the past year now, like I've been trying my best to get into PC games, mainly because they are free. A lot of them are free, and if they do cost any money, then they're usually not as much as, let's say, something you get at a local Walmart or Target or GameStop or whatever. So When We Lose started off as this project mainly because he started a website called PulpShack.com, and he wanted me to do a webcomic for it. Which is pretty cool, because, like, you know, that gives me a place to really post comics, write comics, have something, you know, something that I don't have to put a lot of pressure on myself on. But then I would ask him, what would the webcomic be about? And then he tells me, whatever you want it to be, dude. You know, you got full creative freedom. And you would think that's actually a pretty cool response, and it is. But at the time, I'm working on my own personal comic that I'm hoping to get published one day. So I had to make up something that was easy to do, something I didn't have to think too much about, and also come back to maybe, you know, after a hiatus or so. Something simple, something that won't, you know, kill me. Because you never know what can happen. Like, either school gets really hard, or you have to do things for a job that you didn't expect to happen, or maybe even go on a vacation that you didn't really plan. Because it's really not easy, because I'm pretty much aware that consistency is not very easy, because you have to stay committed to something in order for it to really last a long time. And commitments are always a challenge. Anyway, I was coming up with ideas like, okay, well, I think the most obvious idea I think would be, what if I did a comic about me and Alex just playing video games online? Because that's usually what we do. We just turn on the computer, play the game, and we hang out. We put voice chat on and see, you know, where we go. And most of the time, he's just telling me, dude, what are you doing? And I'm all like, I don't know what I'm doing, because, you know, I'm a noob like that. So after like a couple weeks of a lot of hard work and a lot of drawing, I was able to post up the first episode of When We Lose, which you can check out in the description. I'll put a link to that. Speaking of the comic, what I'm working on right now is one of the bigger moments of episode 2. I don't want to give too much away, but this is VALLA being awesome. I consider her, personally, my main. Like, she's the character I always like to play as whenever I want to be at my best. You know? Like, I always enjoy using her, you know, hungering arrow that goes pew 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 to all the other players. And I also like to use multi-shot, which is like a shotgun full of arrows, which goes and then for my ultimate attack, I like to use Rain of Vengeance. Nah, I don't really use Rain of Vengeance. I used to though, but like whenever I used it, even if people got caught in it, they would just leave. So it was pretty much a wasted ability. I mean, I was so into the ability that I didn't even notice, you know, that it didn't even do that much damage. Even Alex was all like, dude, people are dodging your Rain of Vengeance. Just strafe. So I strafe. I mean, it makes sense because it uses less mana for like the damage it does, and it has a lot more range to dancing all around the map, shooting arrows and arrows and arrows and taking people out. So I literally dance people to death, which, you know, may sound pretty dumb, but like, you won't think it's dumb when I'm like pew pew pewing all of you and your team. So you better watch out for my strafe. cause I'ma dance over your lifeless body. And it takes you 1 minute to respawn while me and my team take over your core. And by now I bet some of you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. You gotta actually play the game to really know what's going on, what I'm telling. However, if you are interested in playing the game, I'll post a link in the description. And just so you know, it is rated T, so for some of my younger viewers, you gotta watch out, make sure you know what you're doing. And if you need your parents' permission, you gotta do that too. Because some of the people online in that game aren't very nice people, and they're not even T friendly, so watch out. Otherwise, it's actually pretty fun, especially when you play with friends. Like I say, I always play it all the time with Alex, and I'll probably play again soon enough. And the thing about playing video games for me, it's really hard, especially when school is in term. I just started a new school. I transferred in from the college I was in to an art school. Though maybe I could talk in another video about which school it is, but for now I'm gonna let you know it is not the Art Institute. Like sometimes I tell people, I tell them where I go and they're like, oh, you mean, like the Art Institute, the ones on TV? I'm like, no dude, those are like the McDonald's of art schools. And now I'm about 2 semesters in, and during that time it was really hard to find any time for games, movies, anything. Honestly, it was all work, no sleep. Hopefully it pays off. As you can see, for some of the stuff I've been working on for the past couple minutes, you can see all the work I've been putting in and all the images so far. And a lot of it is stuff I picked up from school. I know I may not be the best at what I do, but I'm definitely working hard to get better. Even though this has actually been a relatively short video, these took me hours to work on. Well, that's alright. And I still got a couple more left to do. So I still got a lot of work ahead of me before episode 2 comes out. But for now, I'll do the best I can. A quick commentary on how I start these. What I usually do is I take the white out of the line art, and then from underneath I make a layer, and then add solid colors into basic colors like red, whites, browns, whatever color the image wants me to give. And then as soon as all the basic colors are down, I make separate layers and add shadows and lights to better render it. I don't know if it's the best way to do it, but it's good enough for me, especially when I'm trying to do these quickly. Oh. What's up everyone? I hope you enjoyed that. I am not driving. I'm riding shotgun. It's just going by, perfectly safe. Hopefully in the coming months I'll be able to post some new videos, maybe make a vlog or 2. I think I'm used to not posting as often as I should, but I'm hoping to get that kind of consistency going on. If I don't see you now, you will see me again eventually. Also be sure to check out the monthly webcomic, When We Lose, done by me and Alex. Be sure to check it out on pulpshack.com. I'm hoping to post monthly, but if anything, it'll be posted as soon as it's done. But for now, see you later.